Is it any wonder that our youth are losing confidence in our economic system when it seems like our economic system has just turned into one huge dumbass joke? From Reuters, Anthropic weighs fundraising for near $1 trillion valuation. And so we see the valuation of these AI companies keep going up and up and up and up, regardless of whether it makes half an ounce of sense. It is interesting. I was listening to Elon Musk a couple of months ago on the Dorkish podcast, and he was talking about his Terra factory, and the Dorkish guy was saying, oh, I guess Giga is like so last year, and Elon Musk was like, ha ha ha, yes, everything now is Terra. And it seems like that's where we're going with these funding rounds. Is everything nowadays needs to be worth $1 trillion, whether it makes half an ounce of sense. So I've been talking about these stupid ass valuations for a long time now, right? We started off with OpenAI trying to get their $1 trillion IPO, which is ridiculous. And then Elon Musk came out, and by golly, if Sam Altman is going to do something, Elon Musk is going to do it better. So he came out with his SpaceX IPO, where it started as like a $1.7 trillion IPO, but now it really seems to be edging towards the $2 trillion mark. And one of the things I talked about before with Anthropic is even though their $500 billion valuation was still idiotically large, at least, I don't know, at least it wasn't as stupidly big as everybody else's, but then that has just continued to grow. So I talked about this a little while ago. So on the secondary markets, it was like 2 weeks ago I did a video talking about on the secondary markets that Anthropic was being valued at $1 trillion. So this is where employees of the company or people who bought equity in the company early are able to trade that equity before there's an IPO. And so the thing is, Anthropic was valued between $400 to $500 billion, just normal valuation, but then people were willing to value it at $1 trillion just to get their hands on it, right? So I talked about the idea of people might be willing to pay more for it now, with the idea that when it IPOs, the stock will pop, and maybe they'll make more money. But anyway, so it was $500 billion for the normal valuation, $1 trillion for the secondary market, but the secondary market's thing. But then we started hearing about them getting up to a $900 billion valuation. Because, that made sense. That was like last week. And now apparently we are here at the $1 trillion valuation mark for Anthropic. Because of course, look, if this technology can cure disease and solve science, is there any limit to how much that should be worth? And they're like, yeah, but is it curing disease? Is it solving science? It seems like it's allowing college students to cheat on their homework. I'm not sure that's the same thing as solving science. Getting a kid to get an A on his term paper by feeding it through the AI is not the same as actually solving science. But yeah, anyways, if you take a look here, again, there's not a whole hell of a lot to say. As apparently initially came from the Financial Times, Anthropic is raising tens of billions of dollars this summer to fund a major expansion in computing capacity, a move that could lift its valuation to nearly $1 trillion and put it ahead of rival OpenAI. And so that's where we currently are with the valuations for all of this idiocy. And the numbers is... The numbers don't matter anymore. The numbers don't matter. It's just man, they're numbers, man. What should a company be worth? I think this is really interesting. Again, I've talked about this when I was around the startup world, and I was trying to figure out initial valuations, right? And I was sitting there with investors. I was sitting there with real investors, trying to figure out why certain companies are valued, right? Why does one company that comes out of a hackathon is valued at $1 million? Anyways, and why is another company that comes out of a hackathon valued at $10 million? And you actually saw this. You go back about 10, 15 years ago, you'd have hackathons or things that were basically created within a week. And literally, one company would get valuations at $1 to $2 million. Another would get valuations at $9 to $10 million. And so I was sitting there with real investors that really write checks. And I was like, I need to understand. I'm an ASPE. I got to understand what's going on. And basically, they told me that the technical term for it is pulling numbers out of your asshole. I was like, excuse me? They're like, well, yeah. It's like, because again, what is the value of anything? The value of anything is what you're willing to pay for it. And so the concept for these investors is the idea, what they're thinking is what will somebody else pay for it 6 months or a year down the road. And so they look at something and they look at one project and they say, I think other people will value this at $10 million a year from now, ergo, I'll give it a $1 million valuation. You look at something else and go, oh, I think somebody else is going to value this at $1 billion 5 years from now, so I'll initially give them the $10 million valuation to get them off the ground. And that's how valuations work, boys and girls. I don't know what to tell you. It's true. And the problem, like that, I don't know. Look, you got rich people doing angel investing. Look, it is what it is. There's money. But it is weird that we're getting into this world where trillion dollar valuations are basically being done off of pull it out of bunghole. Because that is basically what we're looking at. The revenue for these companies isn't that impressive, to be honest with you. And when you look at the revenue, there's huge amounts of questions and everything else, and yet they're worth worth $1 trillion. One company's worth $1 trillion. To be clear, OpenAI wants to IPO at $1 trillion. SpaceX wants to IPO at $2 trillion, and now Anthropic. Again, if they get because that's the other thing too. That's what you got to understand about this. Holy shit, right? Investors buy low, sell high. So this isn't saying that Anthropic's going to IPO at $1 trillion, right? On the private market. So the private market is before you can buy it on the stock exchange. So basically, it looks like on the private market they may hit the $1 trillion valuation. What you have to understand here is that means when they IPO, these investors are going to want to return. So what are we looking at? Like a 1.5 trillion IPO? I don't know how much money you store up your bunghole. I just don't have that much money up my butt. Like even if I was like, that is definitely worth $1.5 trillion. I have just not shoved that much money up my asshole to be able to pull it out when I see an AI company worth $1.5 trillion and buy equity in it. So anyways, we're going to see where we go with this. Because that's the big concern, is whenever you see these rounds, the important thing you have to understand is the round, right? The value of the round is the value of the round. But the important thing you have to understand is the idea here is that it's going to keep growing significantly, right? So hey look, they were valued at 500 billion like 3 months ago, and now they're going to be valued at $1 trillion. That's $500 billion in value gain in 3 months. Imagine where they'll be in 6 more. You're like, oh fuck. So anyways, I don't know. What do you think about this? What do you think about Anthropic going for the $1 trillion valuation pre-IPO? What do you Jesus Christ. What do you think that means the IPO is going to look like? I don't know. Am I wrong? Again, I'm not young. I am almost 50 years old. So maybe I do things differently than the kids do nowadays. I mean, how much money do you have shoved up your asshole? Do you just have $1 million wad of cash up your bunghole you can pull out at any time? You see a company with a good valuation and you can just pull that cash out for it. I don't know. Anyways, I got a couple of minutes left, so I want to kind of show you my project. Again, real technology, it's not AI. It's not worth $1 trillion. Hey, let's be clear. This is not worth $1 trillion, but neither is Anthropic. But anyways, this is my little network testing system that I have set up. So this is a Pico Zero. So this is a microcontroller. So it's not a full-fledged computer. Basically, it has a full Wi-Fi stack. And so what it's doing is it's going out, it's connecting to websites. If the light is green, that means the site, you can connect to it and it's fine. If it's yellow, it means it can connect to it, but the latency is over 130 milliseconds. And if it's red, it means the site is inaccessible. And so basically when you see all the lights blink like that, that means it's testing that particular site. So this is like crappyapp.com, this is like Google, this is 1.1.1.1, I think this is GitHub. So it's constantly going through and it's scanning these sites to give me an idea of what the network conditions look like. And the cool part is this can be entirely disconnected. It's actually connected to my computer right now just because I was uploading some new code, but you can simply plug this into a wall and have this as a nice little visual reference for what's going on with your network. So here, I have my VPS set up on DigitalOcean. This is just a little crappy web application. So what I can do here is you can see that I'm gonna start my little bottle web application. And when I start the bottle web application, so that's started, and now you see this has gone from red to yellow. So it is connecting to crappyapp.com, but crappyapp.com is giving me a latency of over 130 milliseconds. And so that's the thing. So it's showing me that the site is working, but it's also showing that there may be problems. And so this is the kind of thing that you can set up either for your home lab or again, for a business environment where people can just simply be able to look up and get an idea of what's going on with the network. If they look up and it's green across the board, they know there's a problem with it. There's probably a problem with their computer. If they look up and there's red across the board, they know the network is down. And if they look up and there's like these weird yellows, right, they go, oh, okay, so maybe that's why I'm having some intermittent issues. So anyways, this is the type of project that you can do with things like Picos. And this is what I play with in the afternoon. I know the question you're gonna be asking me is like, but Eli, how does it get me a job? I don't care. Let me be clear. I just don't care anymore. Look at me. Do you know what I do right now for a living? I scream into the camera about stupid stuff, and then I build crappy little tech projects. I truly don't care about you getting a job anymore. I'll show you how to solve problems. I'll show you how technology works. I'll explain to you why I think certain things are cool or stupid. You getting a job, don't give a damn. Just don't give two damns. So anyways, what do you think about this? Have you been playing with these? Again, Pico 2Ws. Buy them with the headers. Buy them from Adafruit, frankly. Anyways, if you like these episodes, they are on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Links for those down in the doobly-doo. Also, there's a link for my LinkedIn down there. So I actually do videos of these types of projects and that type of thing over there. And with that, see y'all later.